Hello, welcome back to LIVENODING. In this episode, I want to share with you how I created this kind of like unlimited monkey heads with kind of looking like crazy. So this is actually pretty simple once you know how to do it. The secret is actually twist. We don't have twist yet inside Geometry Nodes, but you can download Higgsas nodes, and then you can find nodes that's dealing with twist. Actually, you can do bend, twist, and taper. That's like the basics nodes that you need to deform an object. So if you open up the blend from Higgsas, you will see, okay, it's looking something like this. Okay, oh, actually get rid of all of this, start from scratch. This is all the node that's coming from the blend. There's a really some of them are really useful, like distribute points inside the volume, for example. We're gonna use that in the next video. But look at this: mesh deformer, twist, taper, bend, and there's also curve, all sort of things. Yeah, we're gonna try that very quickly. So one way to do it is just to work inside the blend. We can just save this as Higgsas deform. So this is one of the geometry nodes, extra nodes that you can get from other Blender artists. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna create a monkey head. It's probably easier if I just start with a new blend. Delete everything, create monkey head. I'm gonna press Ctrl 2, shade smooth, and I will append from the blend. So you can go inside the blend file, Higgsas, and then find all the nodes deform. So bend, taper, I think we're just gonna use bend and taper, and also twist. Two sphere might also be useful. So I already kind of memorized the name of the nodes. So Suzanne, subdivide it, go inside geometry nodes, new. Once we append the nodes, it's gonna be part of your blend file. So file, save as. This is gonna be Higgsas deform, twist, taper, two sphere. So some of the useful deformer, and you can animate this right away. Okay, it's really useful. It should be part of geometry nodes, I think. So that's two sphere. That's really one way to make Suzanne looks really funny. The second one is probably bend. So we can bend Suzanne like this. I quite like Suzanne's face like this actually. It's looking pretty crazy. It's almost like Yoda. I think you can also play around with the center. Yeah, let's don't do that. The axis, you can change the axis and get a different orientations. You can do it this way: combine X, Y, Z, and then assign a value of 1. So this is if we bend it in the x-axis. You can see the red line, that's x-axis. You can switch this to Y, switch to Z. Yeah, you can now see all sort of crazy looking monkey head. So let's take a look at the other one. So two sphere, scale, taper. I plugged the taper there. Now we can taper Suzanne head, top and bottom, and squish. Okay, with the bend, I quite like the bend in the x-axis and the wait. Yeah, this head is really kind of funny. And twist. Twist is the most useful one, that it's my favorite. You can twist Suzanne on the top and the bottom, and you can go pretty crazy. And by doing this, you can actually get quite interesting effects. So twist is almost like bend, but you can go really far, and you can play around with the limit also. For now, we're just gonna play around with this upper and lower angle. So if we want to do this kind of animations, right, we can use time multiplied by sine wave. So the basic stuff, time multiplied by sine, you're gonna get value between -1 and 1. So this is -1 and 1. And you can remap this value -1 and 1 into different value, maybe -5 and 5. Okay, and maybe that's a little bit too much. You can also maybe just multiply this by a value. Let's increase the speed. Okay, nice. Suzanne is doing facing left and right. And you can do the same with the lower angle, or you can kind of offset it slightly. The way you can offset it is by offsetting the time itself. So I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm offsetting the time, plug this in, this goes to the lower angle. So now we have sort of a delay effect if we use minus. Now Suzanne's starting to look a little bit crazy and disoriented, and yeah, this is where it's get kind of interesting. You can use multiple twists. So we have this, we're gonna duplicate it, plug this, geometry nodes, we're gonna twist it in different axes. Now we might need to play around with this value, but it's really like all sort of deformers performing on Suzanne head. I think 0, 1, 0. One of the axes actually makes Suzanne look kind of looking in all directions, and that's where I'm gonna switch to crazy monkeys. So this is one of the setup, the final setup. Let's look at one monkey head. So it's like Suzanne looking in 3 different directions. Let me turn off one of them. Yeah, it's like Suzanne looking ups and down and left and right, and it's like kind of like rotating and twisting. And this is the same setup. So we have time and add. Okay, this is like kind of like offset for everything. And then we have also like multiplier, and this should connect to all of the twist properties. So this is the input, Suzanne, and this is the output. Again, we have sine wave and this sine wave. I think my previous setup probably is better, so this setup can be improved, but basically I want to get I want to show you how to deform Susan head using all types of deformer from Higgsas blend. This is just one crazy example, but you can see this is one axis in the Z, twisting in the X axis, and then this one in the Y axis, and combine all of them, we have like a crazy head, Susan crazy head. And you can duplicate this, and then because we have like this offset value for the time, we can now kind of push and offset face. We're gonna have like different variations for each head. See, I'm just gonna duplicate it again, hold options, slide this value, and there. It's a pretty basic and simple, but yeah, you know, all kind of bend, twist. This gonna create the crazy monkey head. Twist is actually really useful, and there are more, of course. The nodes, there are plenty. So besides first of all, I want to cover the mesh deformers. I didn't use stretch. I think stretch can be also useful. All of them created using geometry nodes, so it's gonna work with your future blend. There's a few cool one like capsule. Okay, that's a typo mistake. Capsule, torus node, hexagon. This is something that you can just copy and paste, and it's gonna create it for you. I want to cover all of this. See, this is suddenly you have like a torus node. So I'm just tapping Z to get the solid render. It's just a primitive that you use it quite often. Normally I use sphere chalk to do this. Sphere chalk also comes with this, but however, this is all made using geometry nodes. So Higgsas spent a lot of time making these nodes for you. That's super handy. So you can, I think you can purchase this, or you can just download it for free, but I think, yeah, just give like a donations. It's a lot of work to create this blend, and you're gonna use this a lot anyway. So get back to the blend file. By default, it's really looking like this. So I'm gonna save once again. Mesh island, this is all the measurement. I haven't used it. Utilities, also this is maybe for animations, easing, fall off, very useful. Mesh primitive selections. Yeah, but I think the twist is my favorite. So if you have anything like maybe you make like a cricket. Look, this is sphere chalk. Also, I've used this for many years. I'm gonna subdivide this cricket from sphere chalk, create a new geometry nodes, and then because we already have the node, I'm gonna twist. Yeah, we can twist so we can make this dancing. Twist is very handy deformer. Or different axis. I think zero, zero, one. Okay, maybe 1, 0, 0. Okay, maybe, yeah, we need to offset it. But I think it's, yeah, I'm animating the 2 legs, and this one is really twisting the whole body. Yeah, which is pretty crazy. There's actually an art that's using this squash and stretch. Let's see, stretch is a cool one. Put it before a twist, and then taper. Stretch and taper. Maybe this should be y-axis. Now we have like a cricket that's been twisted. Pretty crazy stuff, but yeah. So there you go. That's like a quick look at Higgsas nodes, just the basic one, which is deformers. Hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.